Hi there, in this video I want to run through the 4 primary campaign or channel types on Google Ads and essentially where they serve. So where you can place your ads as an e-com brand running Google Ads. So in the campaign setup phase, when you're setting up your campaigns, you have a couple options here if you're running a sales campaign, which is what I'd highly recommend running as an e-commerce brand. You've got search, performance max, demand gen, video, display, and shopping. So essentially there are 4 primary channels on Google Ads. So essentially where you can actually show your ads, that being YouTube, which is video, shopping, which is in the shopping results, display, which I'll touch on in a second, and then search, obviously in the search results. So you can either run individual campaigns that push into a single one of those channels, or you can run campaigns like Performance Max or Demand Gen that essentially combine multiple channels and you upload or assign a whole group of assets, and then the campaign decides where to split your spend and where to place those assets across multiple networks controlled within a single campaign. In terms of the recommended campaign structures that I'd suggest for an e-commerce brand, I have recorded a full video on that and linked that below if you'd like to watch that as well. Now diving into these 4 channels and where they essentially serve. So firstly, with regards to search, pretty self-explanatory, but this is in the actual search results. So if, for example, you search for top 10 insurance companies South Africa, as you can see here, you've got a sponsored results section, and these are the paid search ads that are appearing for this specific search. So down to here to the hide sponsored results section. So all these listings here are all paid search ads and are obviously controlled through the search campaign option as well as the Performance Max campaign option here. Then the next channel type is shopping. So you can either control the shopping network through a shopping campaign specifically or through a Performance Max campaign. And the shopping network is this section of sponsored results here. So if, for example, you searched for running shoes, as you can see here in the sponsored products section, you've got all of the shopping cards that brands have paid for to serve their product in the shopping results here. Then the third network to use on Google Ads is called the display network. So you can either target that network through an individual display campaign or through a demand gen campaign. Demand gen campaign is kind of a blend of YouTube and the display network. So essentially video and display. In terms of where display ads serve, if you're on a blog post such as this here, the display ads are the ads that appear up at the top, down on the side here. Those are all display ads. Then the 4th network or channel to target on Google Ads is obviously the video network, which is primarily on YouTube. So if we head over to YouTube, most of you will be familiar with this already. As you can see here, if I click on this video, we get shown this ad before I watch this specific video. The main thing to note here is that you can serve both in the in-stream section, which is obviously within a longer form video, and then you can also serve in YouTube Shorts. Key difference between YouTube Shorts and long form content like this is the aspect ratio. So in this long form format of content, this is obviously the horizontal aspect ratio, or 16:9, and then YouTube Shorts, which is that, Instagram Reel vertical format content, that is obviously 9:16 or in a 9:16 ratio. So to perform best on in-stream ads like this, you kind of need to create a whole new style of video in a completely different format. Just something to be aware of there. So those were the 4 categories or 4 kind of channels that you can use or target in Google Ads. Again, if you want to know more info around the specific campaign types and specific campaign structure that I'd recommend for smaller e-commerce brands, I'll put a full video in the video description below. Hopefully you found some value here. That's all I have for today, and thanks for your time.